Hello, all. As we start week 4 of this religious education initiative, we're going to finally start with the accounts of the creation from the book of Genesis. Now, Genesis is the first book of the Bible, the first book of the Old Testament, and it begins with God making the universe. On the first 4 days, God made light and space and earth and plants and stars and planets. We're going to start on day 5, which is verse 20 of chapter 1. And God said, "Let the waters bring forth swarms of living creatures, and let birds fly above the earth across the dome of the sky." So God created the great sea monsters and every living creature that moves of every kind, with which the waters swarm, and every winged bird of every kind. And God saw that it was good. God blessed them, saying, "Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the waters and the seas, and let birds multiply on the earth." And there was evening, and there was morning, the 5th day. And God said, "Let the earth bring forth living creatures of every kind, cattle and creeping things, and wild animals of the earth of every kind." And it was so. God made the wild animals of the earth of every kind, and the cattle of every kind, and everything that creeps upon the ground of every kind. And God saw that it was good. Then God said, "Let us make humankind in our image, according to our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the wild animals of the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps upon the earth." So God created humankind in his image. In the image of God he created them. Male and female he created them. God blessed them, and God said to them, "Be fruitful, and multiply, and fill the earth, and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the air, and over every living thing that moves upon the earth." And God said, "See, I have given you every plant yielding seed that is upon the face of all the earth, and every tree with seed in its fruit. You shall have them for food. And to every beast of the earth, and to every bird of the air, and to everything that creeps on the earth, everything that has the breath of life, I have given every green plant for food." And it was so. God saw everything that he had made, and indeed it was very good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the 6th day. Thus the heavens and the earth were finished, and all their multitude. And on the 7th day God finished the work that he had done, and he rested on the 7th day from all the work that he had done. So God blessed the 7th day, and hallowed it, because on it God rested from all the work that he had done in creation. Now, there's a lot that we could say about this. I could ask you all to think about what animal, what plant was made on what day, and we can play quiz there a little bit, but it's not really necessary. It can be fun though. The most important point about this whole creation account is the reminder that everything that exists has been made by God. It doesn't tell us how God made these things. It doesn't tell us that he snapped his finger, or that he put them all on the design board and extracted them from a factory of some sort. It just says that he said that they should be, and then they were. That I think is on purpose. We don't really need, for theological reasons at least, we don't need to understand exactly how God went about making things. Not least, that gives us a lot that we get to discover through study. I think your science class and the ongoing work of scientists is good for that. There's always something new to learn, something always new to discover. What we need to remember is that behind all of that, God is active, God is working, God is accomplishing a plan that he has for this creation. And that is a comforting and encouraging thought. There are also, we should note, some prophecies, some hidden meanings that are present here in this text. I'll urge you all to look for those and see if you can figure out what they might be. I'll give you a hint. They have to do with what day God makes man on, and what day God rests, and other important sixth and seventh days in the course of the history of the universe, and especially the history of God's action in the world. For now, I'll leave you all be until Wednesday. Have a blessed day.